Okay, so yeah, I'm doing another video today. This is spontaneous. Um, I'm out at the park, decided to go ahead and grab dinner and then eat it off. Meaning, I'm not eat it off, Lord, walk it off. I'm going to eat and then walk and do the video while I'm walking, talking about a topic or something that I'm thankful for in my life, having lived coming up on 50 years. And so the hat can give you an idea of what this video would be about. I'll be right back after I eat my dinner. I went and got some Zaxby's, the Zaxby's chicken sandwich. And don't worry, I'm going to eat it and then walk. And hopefully walk off some of those calories immediately. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back. I'm walking now. Kind of proud of myself because I didn't eat the whole meal. I ate like half of the sandwich and half of the fries, and I didn't even drink the whole drink. So I guess adding walking it off immediately to the meal kind of makes you more conscious of what you're eating. So I'm gonna start this journey. Let me turn the camera around one quick second.
Okay, I'm back. I'm pushing through. Proud of myself. Look, I am so unprepared, but I'm determined to get off my rear end and do something. I've been eating stuff that I'm not supposed to eat. I've been laying around longer than I was supposed to lay around. But then again, maybe those things are necessary at some points, as long as you know when to stop it.
So I left out the house to take my daughter to work and was contemplating if I was going to take a walk today. Told myself, nah, not today. Then after I dropped her off, I realized that if I don't do it today, it may be a whole nother week before I get back on track. So here I am, me and my shadow. So anyways, going forward in celebrating life along this natural walking trail, experiencing nature even without sneakers on. So the words for today that I would like to use to express gratitude for my life, for having lived coming up on 50 years, is resiliency, courage, and boldness. Resiliency, courage, and boldness. These things I am so grateful for that have been expressed in my life. Those traits, whether it be personality traits, character traits, what have you, I have discovered myself through trials and tribulations and come to realize that I have those traits of resiliency, courage, and boldness. Resiliency in that I became a single mother at the tender age of 18, and I was determined to not allow that to turn me into a welfare queen or a negative narrative statistic of how this country, society labels Black women who are unmarried and raising children on their own. So I decided that that would not be my story, in the sense of just because I have a child outside of marriage doesn't mean I'm a bad person, and doesn't mean I can't have those things that I want to have in life. And so some things had to be put on pause. but I was resilient in moving forward in life, still buying a house at a very young age. Let's just say by my 21st birthday, my name was on a deed with my signature, and the mortgage was mine. I later sold the house, but anyway, resiliency. Fast forward, I had the courage to step out on faith, even after being told by people who loved me dearly, who loved and cared about me, was concerned about me. Those wonderful people in my life, some friends and some family members, told me that because I had taken on the challenge of becoming a single mother and then later a divorcee, which is still a single mother, I was told that I could not go to college. Like, basically that was a dream, and it was the idea that once you have children, you basically not allowed to dream unless you have a husband who is going to help you with raising those children. And if you don't have said husband,
man, actually,
or if you had the courage to leave said husband when he breaks the vows and mistreats you, treat you less than what you're worth. You know, in some societies, you know, well-meaning people want you to accept and believe that you cannot dream, let alone fulfill a dream. However, I had the courage to take a leap of faith, become determined, become bold. I was already resilient, having raised my girls to that point without living in public housing and living off the system of what some might have called a welfare queen. Although I am not saying there's anything wrong with utilizing the system, especially when you have paid into it, because if you've ever worked and paid taxes, you have paid into that system. And I can definitely say without any shame or regret, I have at some point in time in life utilized the temporary assistance of different programs because of temporary financial situations in order to accomplish and achieve my goals. So where was I? So anyway, I had the faith and the courage, resiliency, and to go to college at 30 something. I can't remember the exact age. My daughter was just born. Let's just say the day that my youngest child turned 6 weeks old was my first day of college at Winthrop University. I had actually previously attended a community college for only one semester, and that was after being told, and that was after 13 years of accepting what people told me about not being able to fulfill my dream of going to college. So eventually I stepped out and tried community college or technical college or whatever, because I figured, well, I can do at least that. But while I was at that little wonderful community college, I knew that I wasn't fulfilled. I knew that I could do more. I knew that I could do better. I knew that this was me settling because of fear of trying to overcome what I had accepted of what people said that I could or could not do. So I began to do applications, ask questions, find out where can I go, how can it be paid for, what can I do to go to a university, not wait the 2 years that most community colleges require. Well, lo and behold, shortly after, close to the end of my first semester in college at all, in a community college, I found out I was pregnant. History was repeating itself. History was repeating itself. So I had decided that, because when I was pregnant at 18, I listened to everyone who said I couldn't go to college because I had a baby. I was having a baby. Even back then, I had taken the entrance exam and all that stuff. Was able to, was told I'd be able to start at college level. My grade, everything was good. I was all set to go. And then, listening to other people, decided not to go because I couldn't, because that's what they said. Moving forward, here it is, 15 years later, 14 years later, 13 years later, something like that. Almost identical situation. Basically, this time I had actually enrolled in college and started, but found out I was pregnant, and here again, having a child, was no longer married. My marriage had ended, and I was trying to move forward with my life. Got pregnant before the relationship evolved into marriage. And I discovered in the process that I didn't even want to be this man's wife. No way in hell. And I also discovered that I did not want to have an abortion because it's just not my thing. So I'm getting way off topic. But anyway, resiliency, courage, boldness. So I had the courage to continue to move forward, even after finding out I'm pregnant. Continue to move forward, was doing applications, doing my research, Long story short, I applied at Iowa State University. After having a family meeting with my girls, and accepting that it's just us. Me and my girls, we are family. It is us. We are all we got, us and God. If a husband happened to come along, that'd be great. But if not, it's okay. Because we got us, we got God. With the Lord on my side, everything is all right. So, got accepted at Iowa State University. Was concerned about the financial aid package. So, here comes the boldness. My thing was, I wanted to go to college. I did not want to fail. I wanted to go. I wanted to graduate in 4 years with a bachelor's degree. And I wanted it to be paid for. I did not want to struggle. I did not want my children to struggle. I did not want us to have any sleepless night due to lack of money or lack of things that we needed. And so I did my due diligence and research. And then when I got my financial aid package, it was good, but I had concerns still if it was going to be enough for us to be okay, for us to be good. Actually, I wanted to be better than okay. I wanted to be good because I didn't want or need anything to cause me to feel like I would quit, because that's how I felt while I was at Winthrop, was that the financial aid package was good in that it covered all my expenses in terms of tuition and books and everything, but there wasn't really not enough left over for other things that needed to be taken care of in order for me to continue to go to school or college. So I had the boldness So I'm grateful that I had the boldness to write a letter to the president of the University of Iowa State University, letting him know my situation. It was a him at that time. I think it's a female president right now. I'm not sure. But anyway, I had the boldness to write a letter to the president of the university, letting him know my situation, letting him know that I had accepted the offer to become a student there. I had every intention on graduating. I needed to know before I uproot my family and move across country to attend college. I needed to know that the university was going to do everything that it could to assist me in being able to attend and be successful at the university, being that I was a single mom with 3 children, one of which being daycare age, a small child. So I had gone out to the university for a visit, made a sacrifice. This resilience and the courage just go along with it. Made a sacrifice of not paying my car note on time, because I used that money to purchase an airline ticket to go out to the university to visit and see. Because after all, it wasn't just myself going, it was myself and my girls. And as a mother, I wanted to make sure that I knew the situation that I'd be putting my family in, my daughters, as well as to make sure that I'd be comfortable with where we would be living and the environment of which we were about to move into. So I told the president all of this to let him know that I was serious, I was sincere, and I, was ready, willing, and able to come. Just want to make sure that this university is doing all it can do in terms of my financial aid package, in terms of getting me what I needed to be able to go and be successful. He responded with very well wishes, sent the email to the financial aid office, instructing them to make sure that they cross all their T's, dot all their I's, and make sure that I have the best package that the university can offer based on my situation. And I was pleased because I began to get letters in the mail saying, do you want this scholarship? All you gotta do is check the box yes and sign, and it's yours. I began to get letters saying, do you want $1,000, $3,000? Do you want to apply for this scholarship because you're an adult student? Write a one-page essay. The scholarship is yours. So the boldness to reach out and not be ashamed of my situation, but to share and tell boldly, this is my situation, this is who I am, this is what I am trying to do, this is what I aim to do, what I will do if your university does whatever it can do to help me. And they did. So I will always speak highly and well of Iowa State University because they were good to me. So after having went out there to pursue my degree, I was able to get through it and get my bachelor's degree in the full 4 years, including the time I had already spent at Winthrop and the 1 semester at York Tech. So anyway, I was able to complete my bachelor's in 4 years. did not miss a beat. So I am grateful for how you doing? So I am extremely grateful to have lived through those experiences of learning more about myself, learning that I'm a resilient person. I was born to a married couple, I wound up being a single parent at a young age, being a married parent at a young age, and being a divorcee still at a young age, all within my 20s, I would say, by being a homeowner at a young age. And then being a college graduate in my 30s with at a traditional university while taking care of 3 children by myself. There was a little child support, but not much. It was like less than $350 a month actually. But just to keep it real, child support was very low. So I was able to, because of those things, of me being willing to ask questions, be bold, have courage to keep going. I was able to go to Iowa State. We lived in family housing. We later moved out, later moved back in. But it was good. It was good. In fact, it was so good, that I didn't realize until after I graduated that I did not ever, in the full 4 years of going to undergrad, I did not ever run out of toilet paper. And that may sound, strange or odd for someone to think of, but I actually didn't think of it until after I had graduated and was in Walmart getting toilet paper. And that was such an odd feeling for me, because I used to go to Sam's Club and get the big, huge bundles of toilet paper. And so because that was an odd feeling to me, it helped me to realize that God took care of me and my girls for the whole 4 years of me going to college as a non-traditional student, mother of 3. And I did not run out of anything that we needed. My children did not go without anything that they needed. Clean, safe environments. My children met people from around the world. They had experiences that most young black girls may not ever experience. They had friends from Africa, from China, from Japan, from Europe, London, Europe or whatever. And so I'm grateful for my life. I am so very grateful for my life. I'm grateful for God, who has allowed me to live all these years, who has allowed me to experience life and discover who I am. I'm grateful for knowing who I am and still learning even more of who I am, what I can have, and what I am becoming. And so I say all that to say that I am grateful that I'm coming up on 50 years of life of living. Some people can be 75 and not lived. And so I'm grateful, and I'm giving a shout out right now to God. And I want to give thanks and glory to God for giving me all these years of living. I have been and I am living this life. And I will continue to grow more and more and more. And Oh, a pecan. I wonder where the pecan tree, are those pecan trees? Oh, look, I'm like a little kid who just seen a balloon. I grew up on pecans. I want to see. See, I'm living. I'm enjoying the moment. Look, I don't have on sneakers. I got on sandals from Tarjay. But I'm living. And I'm loving life. I'm loving living. I'm loving discovering things. And the resilience and the courage and the boldness helps me to have an abundant life, a fulfilled life. And I wish the same for everyone out there who may be lacking in any of those areas or haven't discovered that yet. That you have resilience and you have courage. Oh, look, there's some more pecans. This is public property. Let me get this one. I don't know, they might not be. Oh, look, I just manifested some pecans. I've been wanting to pick up pecans off the ground. I don't know why. Maybe because it reminds me of growing up. That's what we did. So this is a pecan tree. It's huge. It reminds me of growing up with my mom being a single parent after her and my dad divorced. And it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy at all, put it like that. Because I can't really say that we went days where all we ate was pecans. I'm not even gonna tell that lie because that ain't true. But there were days when we didn't have much more than pecans, but we were full. So anyway, I'm almost around this corner. I walked off the half a chicken sandwich and half a order of fries that I ate, and because I'm feeling lighter now, feeling better. I know this video might be a little long, but since I didn't do any last week for the last 5 days, just wanted to share with you guys what's been going on, my gratitude. I'm still on this gratitude journey. I will continue to make more videos expressing my gratitude and how you doing? Expressing my gratitude for life and living this life here in these United States of America. All right. C'est la vie.